All right, so today we are going to be moving further into two steps, and we're going to be doing a little bit of review, and we're going to be combining like terms as we're solving, okay? Combining like terms as we're solving. So let's go ahead and get your Desmos Scientific Calculator open and go ahead and start working on this first problem. So hit pause and let's see what you can do. Remember, you got to try to get it down to where you're having two terms equals two terms, or two terms equals one term. Okay, so we need to get two terms on that left-hand side. So let's see what you can do. All right, here we go. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 4 times negative 5. Watch those negatives. That is a positive 20. The 10G is going to drop, and so's the 19. Okay, so now I see I have 1, 2, 3 things. And I can have no more than 2. Okay, so I need to combine like terms. So there are my like terms. So negative 12 plus 10 is going to bring me to negative 2G plus 10 equals 19. Okay, so if you haven't gotten any further than this solving, go ahead and hit pause and see if you can solve it. All right, so hopefully you came up with times negative 2, divide negative 2, plus 10, minus 10. So we're going to subtract 10, subtract 10. Gone. Drop the negative 2G. 19 minus 10 is 9. Divide negative 2. Cross out. The G drops. 9 divided by negative 2 is negative 4.5, or G can also equal negative 9 over 2. That is not going to simplify. So either one of these answers work. So if you got either one of those, good job. All right, let's go ahead and hit pause again and go ahead and start these two. See what you can come up with. And remember, show your work. You're going to be taking a quiz tomorrow or the next day, and you have to know how to show that work, okay? So don't just do it in the calculator. You have to be showing those steps in your writing. So hit pause and go ahead and solve. All right, so we have 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Drop the negative 7, drop the 9. Look for like terms. 2a drops. 14 plus negative 7 is a positive 7. So now I have times 2, divide 2, plus 7, minus 7. So minus 7, cross out. 2a drops. 9 minus 7 is 2. Divide by 2, a equals 1. So if you got a 1, high five. Okay, hit pause if you haven't started the next one. And go ahead and see what you can do with it. I'll catch up. All right, drop your 20. 8 times 1 is 8q. 8 times 11 is negative 88. And I have a negative 12. Okay, combining like terms, these two are the same. So 8q, negative 88 plus 20 is negative 68. So I have times 8, divide 8, minus 68, plus 68. Go ahead and hit pause and finish the problem if you haven't already. Okay, the first thing I did was cross out those 68s. And 68, so negative 12 plus 68, negative 12 plus 68 is going to bring me to 56. drop my 8q. Divide by 8, cross out, q equals 56 divided by 8 is 7. So hopefully you came up with 7. All right, let's do some quick review. I think we should solve this one. We just did some like this one and some like this one, so I don't think we need to do those, but let's do this one. So negative 5 minus 7x equals negative 32. So hit pause and see what you can do with that. I'll refresh your memory on how to check answers, and then we'll look at a couple fractions because it's been a couple days since we've done those. All right, so here's x. So this is times negative 7, divide negative 7, minus 5, plus 5. So plus 5. Negative 7x equals, cross out, negative 32 plus 5 is going to run me to negative 27. Divide by negative 7. Okay, so I'm not sure. I don't know if that reduces, and I don't know what that decimal is. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my calculator. Negative 27 divide negative 7. So it's giving me 3.9 or 27 over 7. So 3.9 or 27 over 7. Okay, now let's learn how we check things. Okay, let's learn how we check things. And we're going to actually check this guy because this one is a little bit easier. It's not a decimal. So if I was to solve this one, I would subtract my 6. So 3x equals negative 18. And then I would divide by 3. So x is going to equal negative 6. All right, so when we check, we go back to our original equation. So I pulled this equation down, and I'm going to substitute in the negative 6 for the x. Okay, the negative 6 for the x. So this becomes negative 18 plus 6. Well, that is negative 12, which is good because I was supposed to get a negative 12. So if I see that when I solve these, the answers are the same, it's true, negative 12 equals negative 12, I know I did them correctly. All right, let's see what you can do with these two. These are the two types of divisions. So hit pause, see what you can do. All right, let's see how I did on the first one. So hopefully you realize that this one is divide 3 first. Notice how this is a little fraction and this one's a big fraction. There's a difference in the order depending on the fraction size. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 8. So x divided by 3, negative 20 plus 8 is negative 12. That crossed out. Times 3, cross out. X equals negative 36. Okay, let's check it. Let's see if we did it right. So we're going to pull down this original equation, and I'm going to replace my x with this number. So negative 36 divided by 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 minus 8 is negative 20. And negative 20 is equal to negative 20. So I know that's true, so I did it right. All right, this next one, here's y. Minus 5 plus 5. Divide negative 7 times negative 7. So the first thing I'm doing is multiplying by the negative 7. And that's going to cross out. So y minus 5 equals negative 14. Second step, add 5. Cross out. Drop the y. Negative 14 plus 5 is 9. Okay, and it's a negative 9. All right, let's substitute in. See if we did it right. We're supposed to come up with a 2. Drop in my negative 9. So negative 9 minus 5 is negative 14. Negative 14 divided by 7 is 2, and 2 does equal 2. So I did it correctly. Okay, so you're going to be doing all practice today. Make sure you're showing your work and you're not skipping steps at this point. We will get to the point where you can skip some steps, but let's work on that algebraic writing. Expect a quiz here in the next day or so, and we're going to move on to variables on both sides.